Hello, Mgtow. Hello, man. This is Howard Dare. Thanks for stopping by. So, I want to talk about the end of the provider era. This video is brought to you by a generous donation by one of my supporters. But before I get into it, let me just say thank you to everybody who's been stopping by, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, even donating. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel, as it'll help me grow my channel, and I would really appreciate it. Now, let's get into it. The end of the provider era. Once upon a time, the deal was simple. Men provided, women nurtured. The provider era made sense when men had access to stable jobs and women relied on them for financial security. But fast forward to today, and that deal, it's gone. The old contract between men and women is dead. And ladies, I hate to break it to you, but you're the ones who killed it, and the provider era is over. Back in the day, a man could afford to work a single job, buy a house, raise a family, and retire with dignity. But now, that world doesn't exist. Wages are stagnant. Home ownership is out of reach. Jobs are being automated, outsourced, and replaced by gig work. A man is lucky if he can take care of himself, let alone support a wife and kids. At this point, affording cheese on your hamburger feels like a status symbol. Men have woken up. We're not living in the 1950s anymore. The financial burden is too high, and frankly, many men are going Mgtow. Women fought for independence. They won. And that's great. They have careers, education, and their own money. But here's the irony. Many still expect men to be the primary providers. The problem? Men aren't signing up for that deal anymore. It's like demanding a chauffeur when you've just bought a moped. Women want high-value men, but high-value men are looking for something else. The idea of a man breaking his back for a woman who doesn't bring anything to the table, it's outdated. It's obsolete, and men know it. The last time a man signed a contract this bad, Blockbuster was still renting VHS tapes. Here's the reality. The dating market is brutal. Women are rejecting over half of the men, hoping for the top 1%, while men are realizing there's no benefit in traditional relationships anymore. Why would a man take on the financial burden when he gets so little in return? It's like subscribing to a gym and you only get to use the treadmill. Men are walking away. Marriage rates are at an all-time low. Birth rates are at an all-time low. The old system where men worked and women stayed home, it's gone. Women have their own money, but still want men to foot the bill. And that's why dating is a disaster. It's the romantic equivalent of trying to sell a flip phone in 2025. So what happens now? Women have two choices. They can adapt, realize that a man is not a financial plan, or they can struggle, blaming men, while reality keeps hitting them harder. The men who would have been providers? They're investing in themselves, learning skills, building wealth. Some are even leaving the country for women who appreciate them. Turns out, overseas, a home-cooked meal and respect still hold value. Ladies, the provider era is over. If you want a man, bring something to the table. Because men, they're done playing the game. And no, changing your Facebook status to single doesn't cut it. Men are not ATMs, they're not financial safety nets, and they're not here to carry the burden alone anymore. The old provider model is gone. Adapt or be left behind. But hey, at least now splitting the bill is an act of equality, right? Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, donate, and join me again, Howard Dare, as I plan to have more content for you. Thank you, Mgtow.